Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist Weather Forecast, and welcome back to another weather update, guys. So, guys, as you can tell, we're going to be looking at the severe weather forecast for some of the areas in the plains, Midwest, and even the Ohio Valley, and possibly some scattered storms there in the Northeast. But yeah, we aren't going to have a huge band or anything. We're just going to have some scattered little bands that can be possibly severe for some areas in the Ohio Valley, and also for parts of the Midwest. But guys, before we get to this video, be sure to like this video, because when you like this video, it informs me that you like videos like these, and I'll try to make more when this occurs. Also, be free to share this channel to any friends, cousins, any family, neighbors that you think that they will love this channel or anything like this. And also be free to subscribe to the channel for daily uploads. I'm heading to 2,000. We're actually getting there pretty fast compared to when we got to 1,000. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to know if you guys will be affected by these storms, around the timing of these storms, and also what are the chances of severe weather, that I'll come right up. So, guys, as you can tell, we're going to be looking at the National Weather Service first, so you guys know any active alerts you have. So I know it's really hard to tell which ones are severe thunderstorm warnings, but we do have severe thunderstorm warnings out here for northern Indiana, near the Fort Wayne area. That's where we do have severe thunderstorm warnings. We also do have severe thunderstorm warnings out there for the northern part of Pennsylvania, for the northeastern part there. And then we do have some flash flood warnings, in fact, for Ohio, for Kentucky and West Virginia, and parts of Indiana. So that's where we could see a lot of flash flooding there in a very short time period. And we also do have a severe weather statement too out here for parts of the Great Lakes. For the Lake Michigan. That's where we will be seeing some strong storms affecting these areas off the coast from Milwaukee, Chicago, and parts of Muskegon. So that's where we have severe weather statements. And then we also do have some flash flood watches in effect for some areas out here into Colorado. And also we do have some flood advisories out there for some of these areas too. Expect a lot of rain and flash flood watches out there for the DC area. So now that we looked at the National Weather Service, we're going to be looking at the day one outlook. So again, it's not going to be like a huge severe weather outlook area like yesterday, but we do have a huge marginal risk though for a lot of areas. We're going to be focusing on this one. Don't focus on this one really, or this one, unless you live in those areas. But we will be seeing a marginal risk today for a lot of areas in one's big bands. So we will be seeing a marginal for actually 77 million people. It's actually a lot of people in the marginal risk. We do have the New York City area, Philadelphia, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, and Baltimore, Maryland, and the in the marginal risk. So that's where we could have a marginal chance for having severe weather. So we will be, if you are marginal, you could expect some small bands there, heavy at times, maybe some wind, but no, you won't expect any tornado or hail threats really. And then again, we also have parts of Louisville and St. Louis in there too. But now we have a slight chance. It's not looking like we're going to get any higher than a slight chance, because not going to have humongous bands that are really going to be bringing a widespread tornado threat or anything yet. We could possibly see the slight chance spread, but that's all we have so far now. That's actually for a good amount of people, about 3 million people. We have Kansas City, Missouri, Overland Park, Kansas, the Kansas City, Kansas area, Topeka, Kansas, and Olathe, Kansas. So now that we see this, we're going to be looking at the summary. So the most likely area for severe thunderstorms is across eastern Kansas into western Missouri from late this afternoon through mid-evening. Severe wind gusts are expected along with severe hail and possibly a tornado or two. So again, we don't really have a widespread area of tornado threats. We only have one or two. So speaking of tornadoes, the tornado threats only had a 5% chance there, but we do have let me actually get here. But we actually do have a 2% chance for tornado. I want to read that out loud for you guys know. So we do have a population for about 2 million people with a 2% chance of a tornado. That's for Kansas City, Missouri, Overland, Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas, Olathe, Kansas, and Independence, Missouri. And then for the 5% chance for a tornado, that's where we have the highest chance for tornado. Oops, let me get back to there. So then for the highest chance for a tornado, which is 5, we have that for Topeka, Kansas, Salina, Kansas, Manhattan, Kansas, Emporia, Kansas, and Junction City, Kansas, and that's for about 500,000 people there. The wind threat isn't really that high either. We only have a 15% chance for those Kansas City areas and Topeka, Kansas areas. And then we do have the hail threat that is a bit, it's only not really dangerously high, but we do have a 15% chance there for the Topeka, Kansas, and the Junction City. So if you're in Topeka, Kansas, you have the highest chance for hail, wind, and tornado threat today. So if you're in Topeka, Kansas, you could expect possibly some action. Now we look at tomorrow. Tomorrow these storms do move east, and we do have a marginal risk for 44 million people there, all the way from the New York City area through Memphis. In between those, we have Washington, D.C., Nashville, and Virginia Beach. And then the slight chance for tomorrow, we will only have about 16 million people there, in effect for Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Toms River, New Jersey, Edison, New Jersey, and Columbia, Maryland. And then we only have about thunderstorms associated with a wind damage threat will be possible on Monday across parts of the mid-Atlantic. A few marginally severe wind gusts are also possible from the mid-Mississippi Valley into central Appalachia. So again, we will have also a threat for the areas in the Appalachian Mountains. So now we are going to be looking at the radar quickly. So the next hour or so, we will be seeing very, very strong storms for northwestern part of Indiana into southern Chicago area. And then we will be seeing those strong storms start to form to Nebraska. And then look at these storms, though. We will have very strong bands for Pittsburgh and for the Virginia area, but won't be really strong enough to have a slight chance. That's why I only have a marginal. But these bands out here into the Ohio Valley do get quite powerful. It's a pretty big band, though. They do conjoin. We have it for Columbus area, and then also for the Evansville, Indiana. And then that's where we had those very, very strong storms towards Kansas, guys. That's where we do have that slight chance in effect for Kansas City. And then it does move quickly, though, but it does bring in very, very strong storms, though, for the southeastern part of Kansas, too, and for the Missouri. And then these storms for the Ohio and Cleveland area do get a bit better. But, again, we will be seeing some very strong storms, though, out there for Kentucky. And then early tomorrow, we will be seeing some rain bands out there. And then by the afternoon hours tomorrow, we will be seeing these rain bands eventually reach into the Appalachian Mountains out there in West Virginia. And the rain will move east like expected. And then by the 24th and the 25th, it should look clear for the area. And now we're going to be looking at the northeast. So this is tonight. We will be seeing very strong storms for the Philadelphia area. And then there's strong bands, scattered bands for the areas of Washington, D.C. Again, these storms do move east, and by tomorrow we could see these flash flooding issues. Look at these very big areas, widespread rain, especially the worst of it could be out here in the New England area, and it will be bringing some scattered rain showers behind it to come. So that's why we do have those flash flood watches there, flash flood warnings. That will bring incredibly heavy rain out there for the areas of the Northeast and the New England area. And then that will bring in some wall cloud formations towards the D.C. area into Baltimore and then heading towards Delaware. And then it should bring in some very heavy rain for the Mid-Atlantic. And then some more very heavy rain on the 24th for Virginia, much of Virginia, into also the Virginias. And then that's why, again, we could see some more flash flooding there. But yeah, those were the radars. Now we're going to be looking at the Cape Valleys very, very quickly. This video is not going to be too long, guys, because it's just a general outlook here. And then we will see some 4,000 out here into Missouri. Little Rock, not incredibly high numbers today. We won't have really huge and widespread area of high numbers. Let's see if that's the case tomorrow, too. Let me zoom out here. Tomorrow, not so much really, but we will see some higher numbers into Mississippi, some 3,000. And then some very very high 2000s. And by 8 o'clock tomorrow, it should just be very, very scattered. Not going to have a whole lot of Cape values. Nothing very high like we've seen the plains. By the 23rd, 2 p.m., it looks even better. Nothing really high. By 8 p.m., we will be seeing some numbers increasing here towards the areas of Madison, Wisconsin there. And by 11 to 23rd, we will be seeing those numbers start to cool down here. And then by the 24th, we will be seeing some it's gonna be quite it's gonna be quiet out here for these areas for the next couple of days. So don't expect a whole lot of action. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like this video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel too. So guys, I hope you guys do enjoy your day. Stay tuned for my early winter forecast on the 23rd. A lot of you guys are really excited about that. A lot of you guys been requesting that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next video tomorrow.